Well, John Boehner is warning the president, we're watching you. With the bulk of the president's jobs bill tied up in partisan gridlock, he's been issuing executive orders arguing that Americans can't wait. Republicans, though, are saying not so fast.
This idea that you're just going to go around the Congress it's almost laughable. And so we're keeping a very close eye on the administration to make sure that they are following the law and following the Constitution.
Joining me is Deputy Majority Whip Marsha Blackburn. Thank you for coming in.
Good to
see you here in New York.
Yes.
Are you going to be questioning the president and whether he can constitutionally do this today? For example, he put out a presidential memoranda to help speed up the transfer of federal research to the laboratory, and he's created Business USA, a central web page where small businesses can go to help them get exports onto the market. Do you have a problem with that, or should we be focusing on job creation?
What we should be doing is creating the right environment for jobs growth to take place. We all know there is no single bill, no stroke of the pen on an executive order that is going to fix, if you will, the job situation. What it is going to take is a change in the way we do business. I like to say it's an equation. Less regulation plus less litigation plus less taxation equals more innovation and job creation.
That usually means some sort of austerity, though, doesn't it?
No, not necessarily. What it means is getting the federal government under control, working through in an orderly process. And we're a nation of laws, the rule of law. We have the order of process for Congress, for the House and the Senate. And Chris, that is what people are wanting to see. Lay it out. Let's talk about what we're going to do.
Well, the president did lay out his plan. Didn't get very far.
No, it didn't. Because what he wants to do is increase the burden on taxpayers, on job creators. And the American people have said time and again, we don't want any more taxes. We don't want the regulations.
Let's be fair about this. The American people, and you've seen it in poll after poll after poll, they want people who make $1 million and more a year to be taxed more. They want them to pay more. And if you look at the statistics, at the number of people who don't pay any taxes at all, frankly, it's a little worrisome to people out there who are just getting up every day hoping to be able to go to work and pay their bills.
Hardworking taxpayers continue to tell us that what they do not want is more regulatory, more taxation, more litigation burden. What they want is the federal government to get out of their way.
So do you think those polls that show the American people want people who make $1 million and more to be taxed, do you think those polls are wrong?
When individuals are asked, if this is your employer, do you think your employer should be paying more in taxes? Should he pay more in taxes and hire fewer people? They come back and they say no. What they want to do is see growth in job opportunities, and as long as that litigation, regulation, taxation is increasing, you're not going to see that. And repeatedly, people are saying, wait a minute, we used to be the leader when it came to innovation and job creation. Take a look right now at what is happening in the technology sector of our economy. Take a look at what is happening in the energy sector of our economy, whether it's the FCC imposing new regulations in technology or the EPA with regulations on the energy sector. It's difficult to hire those individuals.
So it sounds like you would support what the president did today, which is taking steps to speed up the transfer of federal research and development from the laboratory to the marketplace. Sounds good to you?
Those are the type things that need to take place, but Congress needs to be leading the way there. And what we need to do is
are you suggesting, as the Speaker did, that there is something unconstitutional about that?
Chris, that needs to come through Congress. When there are laws on the books, when there are statutes that these rules and regulations are based on, what we need to do is get those statutes off the books. That way you're going to see a permanent, systemic, orderly process change. That's what people want to see. They want some certainty. What America needs to have is a certainty and growth agenda. If you were out with me in my district, what you would hear from employers is that uncertainty about what is going to happen at the federal level, and this constantly changing what the rules are is hampering them. I visited with the hospital in rural West Tennessee last week that had gotten 37 rule changes that week from HHS. That's the kind of uncertainty people don't like.
Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn, safe travels. I know you're going back to your district, and the weather around here is not, the forecast isn't great,
You're
but
right.
thanks for coming in.
Thank you.